Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans. I greet each and every one of you. As you're getting this message, please do share it to all platforms. Our people need to get this message so that the people or the type of people that I'm looking for can be able to contact me. It is very, very important. Onyendumazin Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon. The Nigerian government are not ready to release him. You know that. And also, you know that the Nigerian government is doing everything humanly possible to suppress what we are doing. In this agitation, we are the media to ourselves. At the same time, the Nigerian government is spending so much money to suppress every news or every of our message not to get through. That is why that person like me, I don't give a damn how many people who is watching. When I see 10 people, I see 1,000. If I see 20 people, I see 2,000. This is my belief from the beginning. Now, in order to propagate our gospel, and I encourage any media IPOB to adopt this very thing that I'm about to say right now. I encourage every IPOB media to adopt it because it is going to help us a lot. Our message is not going far as it's supposed to be. Now, this very idea just came in a few days ago. Some of you saw what I posted on my page. And that is a way to make sure that our program, our message go far beyond. There are people in Biafra land whom does not have data to listen to or to watch our program. But if we make it in a way that our people can be able to have access to those things, if they want to go to confirm, they will now go to the person who made that very program. That is why I say that I encourage every IPOB media to adopt this very thing. And I made to understand yesterday that our leader Nnamdi Kanu was doing this thing because someone already contacted me on this very issue that I'm talking about. But what I need at least not less than 6 or more people on my own side, people who are desperate for Biafra to be restored. People who are desperate that they want Biafra to be restored. What I need at least 6 or more people on my side. And like I said, I encourage every media to adopt this very idea that just came right now. You know, so say now, how does it go? As I'm making this very short announcement for our people who have the interest to embark or to follow me on this very thing that I'm about to say right now, the person can come forward and contact me. How does it work? As we are making this program right now, let's assume that we're making an exposition against the Zoo-Nigerian government. After this exposition, this group of people that is going to volunteer themselves, they will listen to the message from the beginning to the end and put it in a words. You know what I'm saying now? Whereby share it in all platforms. So our people back home that don't have data to listen, you know what I'm saying now, can go as because we need to propagate our gospel as we are doing it on Facebook, YouTube, audio. So also let it go on writing. You know what I'm saying now? Because these are part of the things that our leader Mazi Okeke talked about, that we need to do everything humanly possible to make sure that we spread our message. And this is one of it. This is one of it. Now, like I said, all I need is a sound-minded people that are desperate about coming of Biafra. And this is Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke, aka Afro-Cronkite, the second disciple of Onyendu Mazi Okeke. One thing you don't know about Odinkemma Mazi is the Zoo-Nigerian government cannot allow my program to go through. I confirmed it today, this morning. This morning. There's one of my programs that I just download. I'm going to come to the point. I'm just giving you a hint, because a lot of people are asking me, why is your program not going? You are doing a very great job. Your analysis are super, 100% accurate. I told them that the Zoo-Nigerian government are attacking me. A lot of them don't believe. But today, I tried something different today. Converted my program, one of my programs, into audio. First of all, I downloaded it about 16 minutes or thereabout to send it on a WhatsApp. WhatsApp did not allow that. He said I should choose another video. I now have to convert it to audio. The same thing. As I'm speaking to you, the same thing. You know what I'm saying now? So by bringing this new idea to put it in a words, in a typing, spread it. On my own case, I've already created a website, put it on my website, also share it on my Facebook pages, YouTube, WhatsApp group. If you don't get it here, you get it here. And that is why I'm encouraging everyone who is in media to adopt at least not less than 6 people. You know what I'm saying now? Not less than 6 people can do this very job, because we do program every day. So like I said, what I need is about 6 or more volunteers, people that are desperate about coming up to Biafra. Their job is to listen to my broadcast and type it in words so that I can post it on my website. But not just website, including groups, so that that very message can go through. You know what I'm saying now? Whenever an article is written from the broadcast, in this case my broadcast, one of the volunteer name will be written on that article. For example, Mazi Okeke Stanley or Nwada Ijeoma Okafor. Depends on who writes it. You know what I'm saying now? Depends on who extracted that very message. So it is going to be just like exactly what the Zoo-Nigerian government, the way their media operate. I'm going to pull out a document from one of the Zoo-Nigerian media, so that for us to see the picture of what we are talking about. You know something now? Just like the way the Zoo-Nigerian media are doing it, if an article is written, you will see the name of the person on that report. This is another way to also prepare yourself in the future in the line of media. You know what I'm saying now? And like I said, when you look at this, I say that from now on, my program will not be less than 60 minutes, 1 hour, so that it will not be too long for them to extract. You know what I'm saying now? Do not be too long. And now, this is a formation that what just came off my mind. Like I said, 60 minutes of the program, 60 minutes. And what I need is about 6 people. So let's just say each person take like 10 to 20 minutes. Let me just say 10 minutes out of that very, to make it not to be so hectic to them. You know, so in 60 minutes of a program, one person take 10 minutes. You know, so say now, extract it, then we join it together, then we spread the message. we now choose, because as a teamwork, like I said here, as a teamwork, we choose the person that he or her name will be as the reporter in that article. The next article goes to another person, and so on and so forth. But if one person decides to take a full article, depends, because the more you do this, the more you are putting a credit on your name. The more you're doing it, the more you are putting a credit on your name. Nobody's going to know you or where you come from. Like I said, I'm going to pull out one of the articles of the Zoo-Nigerian media here so that we can be able to get the picture of what we're talking about. You understand? We need to give out our message by ourselves. So this idea just came in, and I just say, let me share it with my brothers and sisters who are on the media, So this is my number. What I need, at least 6 people. I've already gotten one person. The person have been doing this because I posted in one of the group that I'm into, and he acknowledged it. We chatted privately and said that he has been doing it. He has been doing it with the Onyendumaz Nnamdi Kanu. You know, so say now, bringing ideas on how they are doing it. Matter of fact, he is the person who is going to empower us with more knowledge that he has. He said that this is how they've been doing it. That each time Onyendu make a program, they extract it exactly the way it is. No mixing words. So that people who don't have data, or those who believe or who always like to read, can be able to read. And when they will come across this very video. And when they list, oh, I've already read this. No, it's not a confirmation. That is what I'm also saying. That not just as I brought this idea and then I'll know. Everybody, as if you are a media, I encourage you to adopt this very idea. Adopt this very idea. It is going to help a lot. You know, so now it is going to open the mindset of our people, because Onyendu have been doing it. I don't know that Onyendu have been doing it. He said it. You know, so now I is the number one person who was on the team. He encouraged me that what I'm about to do is a welcome development. It's a welcome development, that they have been doing it. That is not new on this thing. So that is why we need at least more 6 people. The more people we have, so that whenever we are making a program, you understand what I'm saying now, so that these things can be extracted and then putting it in a way that our people can be able, because when they believe, look, if I have something like that, and you know, so say now, if any of our lawyers, for example, want to use any of these articles, it will be easy for them. Just pull out that very article, check it, cross-check it, make 1 or 2 research to verify if what those things they are saying is true or not. You know what I'm saying now? They will use it, and it is going to help us. Believe me, honestly, even the legal team, they are picking from what we are doing in order to do what? To help them on their own line of work. Believe me, honestly. That is why I said, I don't believe that if 20 people is watching and I will get myself discouraged. I don't do that. 20 people are watching, I see it as 2,000 people watching. 30 people watching, I see it as 3,000 people watching. Because I know that the Zoo-Nigerian government, their eyes on my side. They are doing everything humanly possible to suppress my program. I know that. So I'm going to, let me pull out one of the Zoo media on the report. Let me pull out one of the Zoo media on the report so that we can get the pictures of what I'm talking about. That we can get a picture of what I'm talking about. Now, look at this now. Look at this. This is from Vanguard, right? Good. And here, what we have here is the headline. This is how it's going to be on my website. You know, so say now, and also, you know, every other platforms, be it a WhatsApp group, Signal, Telegram. It is going to be available. But for the authenticity of that very article, the reason why, and it's going to help me on that very website, is some people might try to use or twist it in order to use that to blackmail themselves in the future. And when that time comes, I will direct them go to my website so that you can see the original article. So that is why I say I encourage everybody who is on the media to adopt this very method. And before you adopt it, make sure you have your own website. Have your own website. Whenever such a message of yours is being extracted into words, before it's being distributed in any group, you do what? Put it on your website so that the enemies, once they go to twist or to change one or two things and to say that it is Mazi Okeke or Mazi Okafor or Mazi Okonkwo that did this, you will direct the people, go to my website to see the original. You know what I'm saying now? Go to the ideas is coming every day. Ideas is coming every day. Each and every one of us have a talent. You know what I'm saying now? And the beauty of it is this: once an idea is coming up, then you implement it immediately. If this is the one that you need to share with public, you share immediately. So make sure you have your own website. I have my website now. Make sure you have your own website. Once your message is being extracted, upload it, put it in your website. Then you can distribute it. Can distribute it as you want. So whenever anybody wants to blackmail you in the future, you just rightly direct them. So, like I said, what you see here now is the title of this very program, written on the 31st of August, 2022. 31st of August, 2022. Now, this is the date, which is about 3 days ago. 3 days ago. So it says that you must end the enforced disappearance of citizens. Amnesty International tell the federal government. Here is their logo. So by who? By Biodun. He says Biodun Busari. So in this our new formation or idea that just came right now, among these two people that I'm talking about, your name will be here. It is a credit to you. It is a credit to you that you are the person who wrote it. You know what I'm saying now? You listen to it because it takes time to do that. So your name will going to be here. In that website, it is going to be that Mazi Okeke Stanley, for example, is the person that wrote it. Social person edited by social person. You know what I'm saying? It is a credit. It is your own glory. You have your glory, I have my glory. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. Now, the message, the news in details here said, Human Rights Group Amnesty International has urged the federal government to commit itself to the task of ending the prevalent crimes of the enforced disappearance of Nigerian people. And one that the ones they're talking about by Nigerian people, they are talking about Biafra. Majority, Biafra, more especially. You're going to see the news while we're going down. It said, The non-governmental organization said this on Wednesday. Its verified Twitter handle to commemorate the International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearance. The International Day of the Disappear is marked every 30th of August. It further revealed that it has documented cases of the Nigerian security agents perpetrating crimes in the Southeast region. You see that? So when I say that the majority is because of Biafra that they make this, so for you to know exactly what I'm talking about. So this is it. In Southeast region, why curtailing the activities of the indigenous people of Biafra. IPOB is a self-determination group seeking a referendum to break away from Nigeria and have a sovereign state of Biafra. This is it. Recall that the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, said yesterday that 2,500 persons are missing in Nigeria, of which 11,000 children, 25,000, I beg your pardon, 25,000 persons are missing in Nigeria, of which 11,000 children are included. The head of the delegation for Red Cross Society in Nigeria, Jan Bonson, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday. Now, this is a report from the Zoo-Nigerian media. And you know, once we read such news, we do our analysis, bring our own facts and figures, give it at least approximately the number that we'll be looking at. Here it says 25,000. But you and I know that only in Obibo, during the NSAS protest, more than 3,000 people was killed. You understand what I'm saying now? So once we read this kind of news, give it our own analysis with facts and figures. Give it the approximately the numbers that we'll be looking at. You know what I'm saying now? So we now extract it in words, give out our own figure, followed by our own analysis and evidences. So it will now be exactly how we preach it or how I'm preaching it right now. That is going to be on that extracted messages. So that when the international community, for example, see the very news that Vanguard wrote or published on the 31st of August 2022, and while we are making our own analysis in refer to this very, we also be referring to this very date, because these are the points that while we are once this idea is being put in place and people begin to it is not an easy work. We have to understand that it is not an easy work. That is why I say people who are desperate. So once an analysis is being made, we refer to this very date and Vanguard. So it is going to be extracted exactly the way pointed out, Vanguard on social date. You understand now? So if the people who are asking questions or wants to know exactly what is going on in the Zoo-Nigerian media, they will now have a two-face to look up to in order to verify. You have the one of Vanguard on the 31st of August 2022. You have the one of IPOB referring to that very report, that very number, or that very figure of people being missing in Nigeria. They will now see the one that we have, how we begin to count it, on social day, on social day, on social city, on social village, social town. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. By the time that we finish our own analysis, we now see that this very number, you might be times it times 20 or 40 or 50 or 100 to get a little bit close. You understand now? This message I'm giving you right now, the Nigerian government, they are listening to it. By the time I finish this program right now, they will still put their special key to lock this very program for people not to see it. But once it is being extracted, you know what I'm saying now? Being extracted, even if they lie, let them log this my page. I mean, this very program with their padlock for people not to get access to it. Some of you, before you get access, before you want to log in, they will ask you to log in your password. And some of you have already forgotten your password. Some will be feeling so lazy to go and look where you wrote your password. Then you will make it, you pass it away, not knowing that is a very important information. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. So this is how it is. We use our own media to counter their own, to give an accurate of what is happening. Now it says, speaking on the commemoration, the group said the government must show commitment to ending all forms of criminality that aid the disappearance of innocent Nigerians. Now, when we read this one again, we now also refer back to Abba Kyari. How Abba Kyari is killing the Biafrans, killing Igbos. And yet, that same Abba Kyari was supposed to face a trial in the United States of America. Why Nigerian government? What did they do? They are covering him. We point it out. It is going to be on that extracted message to have a two-side face. Media that is countering what the Zoo-Nigerian government are doing. Referring them back to that very day. So if the people that cares about that very message that we are giving, when they read our own, they will go and search the one of the Zoo-Nigerian media. You know what I'm saying now? It against our buffer now. So that is why what I need is about 6 or more people. So once we finish this, because these are part of the things that we're talking about. Ever since I've been shouting, I want people that can speak Hausa so that we can embark on an analysis program in Hausa program. Nobody is coming up. And what and then after? Nobody. But you say you want Biafra to come. Okay, this one now. So what a lot of people specialize is to do what? Type. Now we need people. We need people. With this kind of a thing, you can also have more knowledge. Because while you are typing those and listening to them, you are learning things that you don't even know. It will be stuck in your brain. So please, I need people, and I encourage other medias to adopt this very message. It is very, very important. This very idea is very, very important. But I must tell you, you too, you have a work. Because after everything said and done, you are going to get the extracted message for you to go through it. You are the last person to approve it to go out. So if you don't read it carefully, maybe where, let me use for example, like one of the exposés that I made, I say that Benjamin Nomadbo kissed our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on his cheek in the court as the Judas that sold Jesus. And then if somebody now extract that very message, and because of tiredness and the rest of them, maybe mistakenly, or maybe his phone is on automatically detective words. Maybe instead of say kiss, it's kill. You know what I'm saying now? So KILL, that kiss. I mean kill. But what is supposed to write there, for example, is kiss. Kiss our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on a court day. But mistakenly kill our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on a court day. Do you understand? Now you, as a person, you know what you said. It is in your blood. It is in your medulla oblongata. You know what you said. So as the last man to approve that very message that you want people to consume and to also to upload it in your website, you have to go through it diligently so that you see that everything is correct. So that people will not use it against you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying now? So this is it. Now, going forward on this very message, let me continue. Let me continue. He said between 2020 and 2022, Amnesty International Nigeria has documented several cases of enforced disappearance, mass arrest, torture, extortion, ill treatment, and extraordinary execution by the law enforcement officers responding to the activities of IPOB in the Southeast. Now, in this kind of message, they say between 2020. Now, we will now take them back to 2015. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. It will now be extracted to remind them. According to the Vanguard on the 31st of August 2022, what you say on this point, blah, 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 blah. It is not between 2020. Let us remind you that in 2015, this is what we have. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. So these are the things. We need to do this. We need to do this. I'm going to check a comment section to see. So it said that between 2020 and 2022, Amnesty International Nigeria has documented several cases of enforced disappearance, mass arrest, torture, extortion, ill treatment, and extraordinary extrajudiciary execution by the law enforcement officer responding to the activities of IPOB in the Southeast. Now, this Amnesty International Nigeria, if I'm correct, is it not this Amnesty International that the people who are loyal to El-Zakzaky went to their front of their office along Aguironsi street or road in Abuja to plead with them to ask the federal government of the Zoo-Nigeria to grant El-Zakzaky his freedom, because the court have already demanded that he must be set free. But the Nigerian government refused. Now, then going to, if I'm correct, if it is Amnesty International, that they went in their front of their office. Now the question, if I'm correct, now the question that we're going to be asking them on social date, which we now make an research to find out exactly the date, because the document is out there. We now say on social date, social time, the Shiitas Muslim protested in front of Amnesty International in Abuja along Aguironsi Road to plead with the Zoo-Nigerian government to set El Zakzaky free, because that very day is on his 70th birthday. So we're now asking them, if you care so much about your write-up here, if it is not politics that you're playing to deceive some people, on social day, was this and this did not happen in your front of your office, which you stood there, the same Nigerian government, law enforcement officers responded to the cheaters protesters. First of all, neutralized them with tear gas. This is a fact. But like I said, I'm not sure if it is Amnesty in front of Amnesty International. But maybe somebody who's going to write on the comment section. We now ask them, if you care so much about the extrajudicial killings, torture, arrest, extortion, mass murder, mass arrest, disappearance of indigenous people of Biafra and the old eastern region, if you care so much, why then didn't you do something about the Shiitas Muslim? You were there, the same law enforcement agency. They used their guys to neutralize Shiitas protesters. And then use a live ammunition to kill a lot of them. If you care so much. And how to find Niru? Because they are going to get the message in a document, one way or the other. If they don't go to my website or your website, they are going to see it in one of the WhatsApp group. If anybody wants to use that to blackmail you, you tell them, come to my website, you see the original document or report. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. Because once you have something, you need to protect it. That is the work of that very website, to use that to protect your integrity. It is very, very important. We also remind them the way that the Zoo-Nigerian Enforcement Agency massacred a lot of people, Shiitas protesters. We remind them what is happening, the killings. So once we do this, we refer them back on the 31st of August, 2022. For them to go and see. So that when we say that we want you to do this, so that you can do what? You can do that which we ask you. I'm just giving a preamble of what of these new ideas that I'm talking about. I'm just giving a preamble of what I'm talking about in order to use that to debunk, to set records straight, and then win this thing for us. You know what I'm saying now? Now it says Nigerian authorities must show genuine commitment to ending the heinous crimes of enforced disappearance, which is still prevalent in the country, says Amnesty International Nigeria, to mark the International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearance. Amnesty International said, full stop. You also say now. So once we do this, debunking all this media, correcting them, referring them to their own article, you will see that I'm telling you honestly, they just reduced the numbers now. They just reduced the number. So this is what I want to share with my people. Like I said, I need volunteers, because then also encourage other people to have the same thing this idea. sonyekwa na this idea mwepụtara ka sonye, and onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu emebegie, he was doing it according to one person that already come out. So what I said that na achọ mmadụ ndị nwelu obi mmasị na ha achọ ka Biafra bịa nke taa nke echi. At least mmadụ isii ka achọrọ ndị ga-ewepụta onwe ha. Akwe na aghọta ọlụ ha bụ gịnị? Etu anụ anyị na-eme broadcast akịta anụnwa fe ga-enye depụtacha anya na mkpụrụ okwu, edepụta na mkpụrụ okwu ka nwee ike gbasasị anya mana any platform, mana Facebook, mana WhatsApp, more Signal, more Telegram, but most importantly, ntinye na my new website. Website I got serve as a security, because here like I say, I'm a street freedom fighter. I'm always on the ground. I like to communicate with the grassroots. You understand? Then climb to the top. So all the rook and corners. But for the security, I need to protect my integrity in my website. So that just like analysis in Melo. For example, on program exposition in Melo. And that exposition, Melon referred to Benjamin Madubugu, go the keys Onyen Dumazan Nnamdi Kanu na court as the Judas, one of the Judas Lelu Mazan Nnamdi Kanu. I mean Lelu, yes, Lelu Mazan Nnamdi Kanu, also Judas Lelu Jesus, and the keys. So Nime Madi Ndanwage Obuto onwe because of you call Google Mobile to setting phone si wede. A type wife will detect go. Each of the kid kiss or jedelu be kill. Okay, now what? Manamano when mo buzi onye buzi si fanuma. Ne genyago. Mano will ebe make a mistake. Makan king approve. Nse on fuzienye ufondo se jilaka mmegene correct anya. More point am out. Biko Mazi Okeke Stanley maọbụ Nwada Ijeoma, for example, na-enye etu anụ line anụ nwa mistake dị ya maọbụ njirizizi aka gị mezie n'onwe gị, because gwa na onwe gị na-ekwu okwu ma ife ikwuru. But most important thing, itinye na your own website for your security. So ebe ahụ onwe na-ekwu dat na mgbe ọbụla enwere ihe ọbụla edele ede n'ime mkpụrụ ife ọbụla ekwuru ekwu doka etanụ na feme broadcast akịtanụ ofu onye n'ime ndị volunteer anụ afanya adị na the article. Ọ bụ na ihe ka na-adị mmadụ isii wee handle a 1 hour program which is 10 minutes. Akwe na aghọta which is 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Ọ bụ na adị ihe ka mmadụ isii wee and then n'ime mmadụ isii ya nwa choose ofu onye afọ ya ga-adị eje emekwa ọzọ afọ onye ọzọ abatakwa aga emekwa afọ onye ọzọ abatakwa ihe niile anụ nwa you're making you're giving in credit to your name. Ọ bụ na afa gị bụ Mazi Okeke Stanley. Just example ka na-enye. Just example. Ọ bụ na afa gị bụ Mazi Okeke anọ na the article a na-afekwu okwu ya. And etu a mgbe ọ bụ na article ahụ ka onye delu Mazi Okeke o nwere onye mụ onye bụ mana ihe anụ nwa bụ afa gị. Ịghọtago mgbe ị ga-eri ulunye na Biafra bịa gụa ga-eri ulunye ọ bụrụ m eri onye ọbụla nwere nke so ya bụ ife nchọ ka ntụta aka ụmụnne m biko ka nsị ka ntụta aka so that ka onye nwere mmasị join ka eme gịnị ka ọ pụta. Ọ dị mma. Justice Onyedika. Okay. I text alum na number Test alone the number. Justice Onyedeka. You need to join any Biafran WhatsApp group. If you can also join this one, I'll be very, very happy. But then contact me. Continue na Biafra WhatsApp group. Say, okay, thank you very much. Eze Nwa Olisa. Say also good evening, sir. Odinkemma Nwachineke. Will bless you. Thank you very much, Nwachineke. Thank you very much. And bless you too. Thank you. Oji Best. Oji Best said this is a good idea. I like it, Nwachineke. Oji Best, because obuni sonye, because ekotulum nekwe nti na WhatsApp, because kotulum nekwe nti na WhatsApp, because it's a good idea. It just came about a few days ago. I think yesterday, no, day before yesterday. The idea just came in day before yesterday. So I begin to put it on there. It's a very, and because God, I just created my own website. Thank you, my brother. Mwali Monday. Thank you. Please contact me, Biko. Contact him, Biko. Thank you very much. So that I come and join. We already have somebody that have been doing it with Onye Ndumazin Namdekano. He is the person that is going to inspire and even teach me too, because I learned too. You understand what I'm saying now? I learned too. So please, Monday, I hope that you follow this program from the beginning. If you don't, go back and watch it again so that you can see it. Thank you very much, Ifani. David, good evening too. Good evening. Ezolisa, thank you. Thank you very much. Chiemeze Mokoro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are Biafra. Biafra. So my people, Biko, if this message is going to go viral, if you're interested, please. It's very important. Because as you see now, once we finish this very program, we extract it. You understand? It is going to even go more viral. You understand what I'm saying now? So if the people really want to confirm if what they read, if what they read is exactly what the person broadcast, they will now go and look for the person. So they will now be look. I'm just giving this idea. You understand what I'm saying now? They will now go and look to confirm if what this person said is true. So that's why I encourage everybody to do that. This is an upgrade. This is an upgrade. Thank you very much. And Michiko Kama bless each and every one of you. Today is Friday. Do have a wonderful weekend. Good night.